All right, let's go through our group stage round 1 dream teams. We picked 5 players, 1 per position, in a sort of all-star team of the first week of groups. Now, I will preface this by saying I believe we had far different criteria in how we selected the players.
Oh, you're about to get memed, Arda.
I'm about to get memed.
You're about to get memed by Shap, but
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm totally fine with it. I will try my best to explain myself. So brace yourselves, chat. This is going to be great. But the first team that we're going to get to is Tyler's dream team. Who have you selected by position? You can go start to finish, all 5 players. Explain to us.
All right, so first off, I tried to make this where I was only going to take 1 player from each team, because if it wasn't, I would just have a kind of a mashup of Damwon and Top Esports, and that's not fun. So I only picked 1 player from each team to kind of, vary it up. So my top laner is Naguri. He's the best top laner in the tournament so far. He's not only shown his overall wonderful mechanical skills, but he's also shown a patience to him in these team fights that really kind of gives him that extra edge that we didn't see, I think, from last year from him, where he was a lot more rambunctious and kind of stupid with how he played. This year, he's a lot smarter. He's a lot tighter with his play, and I think that's why I have him as my dream team top laner. And I'd be very surprised if he gets knocked out from that spot. 369, probably the second best top laner, but I really like Naguri in that spot. Number 2, the jungle. This is tough. Again, I picked Naguri, so I can't pick Canyon. If I'm not picking Canyon, I'm going with SOFM, Sofum of the Suning Gaming of China. The one Vietnamese player here representing Vietnam on his back, and what a job he's done. He's everything you want. He is always in the enemy team's jungle. He is always farming. He is always counter jungling. It doesn't matter what time the map is, what kind of state the game is in. He is always putting the pressure on the enemy team's jungle, and he's always up 50 to 100 CS. And it's not only the jungling, it's not only the counter jungling, it is his mechanics as well. Like the Lee Sin game that Suning lost to G2 was out of this world. The tank Night Vow Lee Sin, even though it didn't get the W, it won my heart. Mid lane. This is a tough one. Again, Showmaker can't be here because of the DWG rule, and it's not Knight because I have another player from TS on this dream team. I don't have Chovy. Wow, what a surprise. I am going with my Lord and
Hallelujah.
Savior. Hallelujah. But here's the thing. The thing about Chovy, like, his stats haven't jumped out at you so far, and it's not like he's getting these 12-kill games that you would expect from the hard carry of DRX, but it's a lot more of that. It's come from, Deft and POSIC. But anytime you have a mid laner where you just know he is going to go into lane and win lane by 15, 20 CS every single time, no matter who he's playing against, that just makes everything so much easier for everyone involved. It makes PO6's job a million times easier. It makes the bot lane's job. It makes every single person's job easier when you have Chovy in lane and he's up 20, 25 CS. Like, they can't go to Rift Herald. They really can't go to Drake. They are just stuck because he is such a force in the mid lane when it comes to his laning prowess. So I'm going to go with Chovy. He's had 3 good games. He's shown really high-level play on 3 different kind of champions, the Set, the Zoe, the TF. All 3, I think he played really well. The TF had some, shaky moments, but I think the good outweighed the bad. So Chovy is my mid laner. Bot lane, 80 carry, I don't even have to really explain. Jackie Love. He makes Senna look like a real champion. He actually makes me scared of Senna. Compare some of the other Sennas in this tournament to his, and it's like watching 2 different champions play. He's not a utility a player when he's on Senna. He's the hard carry. He is up there as a tank, just mowing down people. He can heal. He can kill. He is, so far, I would say, the best player at Worlds 2020. I think he has been untouchable. He has been, without a doubt, the best 80 carry at Worlds 2020, and there is no debate to that. He is he's the end-all, be-all. He is playing out of his mind. And then support, Mickey X, his Bard. This is, like, I just take the Bard game from Suning, and that one game alone just ups him over everyone else. There's been a lot of good support play, especially from Beryl. I think, again, the DWG rule can't have more than one DM1 player. So I'm going to go with my old friend Mickey X, who has been probably the brightest spot on G2. A very shaky G2, I think. I think almost every single G2 game has had a lot of shaky moments, but he's been generally the consistent force of the team. So Mickey X is my support. Him and Jackie Love would make an amazing bot lane, by the way. Those are my 5 players. We have Naguri, SOFM, Chovy, Jackie Love, and Mickey.
That is a fantastic list.
Yeah, no one's going to debate that one. Go ahead, Twitch chat. Go ahead, YouTube chat. If you can only pick one player from each team, I think that is a non-criticizable team. That is a beautiful 5-stack right there.
That's a slam dunk. Also a departure from how you have made fantasy teams on previous shows on ESPN Esports. I'm surprised Daigo and Magnus Carlsen are not on your list. I probably should have put them on mine because I went the meme team route, apparently. Here were my rules. I tried to pick players that Tyler didn't, except for Mickey X, which you will see. And I also selected certain players based on most valuable to their team, as opposed to the best of week 1, which doesn't still excuse my selections. Laugh at my expense. Totally cool. Here it is, folks. The meme team, who I selected to be my go-tos for week 1. Look at right in the middle. Look at my boy Jensen making the meme team, baby. Look at this ragtag group of champs. Now, why did I pick Jensen? Let me explain myself. First of all, the reason I picked Jensen was because without Jensen on Team Liquid, they probably wouldn't have won their game, and also they wouldn't have looked strong. I feel like he is really the core, the heart, the soul of this team, and many of those. No, you don't think so?
You literally said he's the core of the team. No, the core of the team is Core JJ.
Core JJ. He's the heart and soul of the team. Yes, I misspoke. You're right. I didn't say Core JJ. Okay, Tyler.
No, but it should be Core JJ. He's been the best player for Team Liquid. But I digress. Go for the team.
He went 10-2-10 against G2 with an 83% kill participation. He stole a Baron where he shouldn't have had the ability to in that decisive loss. He has been the most exciting player to watch for me. Maybe because I focused on him. They talk about him a lot, but I just have been focused on Jensen, and I think that he has been the most fun to watch for TL. Whether mechanically or not, if Core JJ is the best player, of course I'm going to defer to you on that. But Jensen still remains on my team. Why did I pick Piosik? That was more of a personal, I am salty, and I'm sticking it to everybody pick. Because remember the last time I picked Piosik on a list like this, everybody got on my case. And I was a little sad about it, okay? Just imagine me, tears streaming down my face, looking at my hands. Why? But now I can finally come back because Piosik has given me the power. Piosik is popping off in this meta, and he has had some great games. Surrounded by a great team. Yes, don't get me wrong. He is definitely not the showpiece of this team. Totally understand. He is a patron of the church. I get it. However, he has also been a great, formidable player for DRX so far in these games. So that was more of a pick of, you know what? Give him some love. Give Piosik his due.
That's a good pick.
That's why I picked him there. Longji, that was just more. I thought that he looked great on Ornn. I mean, you have mentioned this before, how like every top laner should have Ornn in their arsenal. Longji has used him the most in his career. He looked really good. Obviously, there are stronger top laners in Worlds. You have put them on your team. But I just wanted to give him some love because I think he has looked good. Stacked with a team that I know that they've had their struggles and everything, but still definitely has been looking good on that team in group stage. I picked Ghost. He's leading all ADCs in KDA with 16. He only has 2 deaths, so statistically, he has been very good on a team that is favored to win Worlds, or at least one of the teams that is favored to win Worlds, so he's not necessarily getting those headlines, but still doing his thing in the bot lane. And Mickey X is Mickey X. He's leading Worlds in assists. He's G2. He's one of the shining bright stars of G2, even in a loss. So there you go, my meme team. So wait, Jensen was the worst pick of this. So why though? Why is he? Because he's everywhere. He's grabbing TL's headlines. Why is he the one to say this is not the right pick here? Even on Team Liquid.
Because you have like 7 other mid laners you can pick, like Showmaker or BDD or...
Take Jensen away from TL. You think they're still a good team?
I mean, I think you can say that against most world teams you take. I mean, he's a really good player. Like, I'm not saying Jensen isn't a bad,
But I mean performance in the first 3 games. Like Jensen's performance.
No.
You put a bad mid laner there. They go 0-3. They're even worse for wear.
I think he played really well today. I think he played super well, but I just think CoreJJ was the real star of that game. Especially with just the level 1 of him just getting that kill for Broxa to kind of set him up. I think CoreJJ was kind of the initiator, and Jensen did a lot of the cleanup. And that's not to say Jensen, again, he's an amazing player. If you're going to trust one LCS player to perform at Worlds, it's Jensen alongside CoreJJ and Impact. But I just think even if you ask Jensen how he would rate his first 3 games, I think he would give himself like a C or a D. I don't think he's very impressed by his own performance. I think he wants to play a lot better in week 2.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that before. And actually, there's a good point in chat. My point is not bad, but Jensen just gets outclassed by so many other mids. I think that I didn't look at this from a mechanical or they are the best player across that field. I think it was sort of what you said there, but also I just thought like he to me was the best player on TL against G2 specifically. He might have been he had a poor performance against Machi for sure, but he was all over the place, and statistically he was there too. So, but listen, I defer to you, Tyler. If CoreJJ is the best player on TL, then CoreJJ is the best player on TL. But I liked Jensen's play, so I'll pick him there. But
this
anyhow,
week CoreJJ was this week I would say CoreJJ was.